Do you love my shirt? Because I do. Hi you guys, my name is Cherita. Welcome to my channel. Okay, so today we're going to be speaking on a person who I have spoken on before plenty of times. But I feel like it's necessary because if I'm not going to talk about him, who will? So in today's video, I'm going to be talking about Jeffree Star and 3 different situations that are about him that are currently happening at this point in time. I'm going to do my best to keep this video as short as possible, but y'all know how it is. Before I get started, make sure you guys click subscribe for new content every single time I post, and also do not forget to click the notification bell so that you are informed every single time that I post a video. All right, so we're gonna start with Jeffree Star and this lorac, I don't know where the emphasis goes, this lorac palette, not palette drama. So Jeffree Star just came out with a new palette, Bloodlust, I wanna say, and when he showcased this palette or whatever, a lot of people were saying that the packaging is very similar to a packaging that lorac had put out back in, I want to say like 2015 maybe. I probably get the dates wrong. Y'all, I don't even know what today is. Today is just day. But anyways, it's a hexagon palette with some gold trimming around the edges and whatever. And apparently this packaging looks very similar to what lorac put out, but the difference is Jeffree's is a palette and lorac's was like a holding container or whatever. It just wasn't a palette. It came with other things that were not an eyeshadow palette. However, I guess in one of the beautiful world mind of the beauty world or whatever that documentary was that Shane and Jeffree did together, Shane Dawson and Jeffree did together, apparently they bring up this packaging from lorac, and I guess they said they liked it, you know, oh, we can use this for inspiration, whatever. Let's talk about inspiration for a second. As we know, people do new things all the time, and when somebody sees it, they want to put their own spin on it. They don't want to copy it directly, but they'll be like, oh, hey, you've inspired me to do something like that. Therefore, I'm going to take it and spin it my way. Credit, I guess it's hard to give credit because, you know, 9 times out of 10, we don't know where it originally started. Oh, Jesus Christ. What's up?
Are you writing your script? What are you doing?
No, I'm recording.
Oh my God, don't put me on social media. Turn this off.
I don't remember what I was saying. It's so hard to give credit to the original person because things are inspired all the time. On the credit thing, just as long as you're not blatantly ripping somebody off, I don't feel a need that you have to credit every single person. I don't know. That's a whole other video on its own. But anyways, what I'm trying to say is I do not see a problem with using the same shape or the same packaging or whatever, just as long as it's not a direct ripoff, such as when Huda Beauty ripped off a Beauty Bakery. Now that was a blatant ripoff because Beauty Bakery, everything that they do has to do with baking. And Huda, she took exactly what they did and then just slapped her name on it. That's an issue because that was a theme. That is who they are. That is their brand. That's who they are. And she just made it as if it was her own aesthetic, which it wasn't. That I see as an issue when you're just biting off somebody's brand. But a shape, a whatever, a packaging, but I'm just here to point out hypocrisy and lack of behavioral changes. That's the theme of today. Hypocrisy and lack of behavioral changes. So y'all remember when Jeffree Star called out Kylie Cosmetics because she used the same packaging for her concealers as he does with his liquid lipsticks? It was just a shape, just like how lipsticks come in different tubes. That's just like different mascara tubes. There's different lipstick tubes. There's different everything tubes. Well, anyways, Jeffree called Kylie out and basically was like, sis, get your own packaging. But later come to find out they use the same packaging company or something like that. I don't know. But y'all remember when that happened, right? When he called Kylie out for that. But then he does the same thing and expects to not get called out on it. Funny how that works. Because, again, it was just a shape. Because that's what a lot of people are saying. Everybody's saying, you guys are reaching. Jeffree didn't copy anybody. But last year or whenever Kylie put out her concealers, then all of a sudden it was, I can't believe Kylie would copy off of Jeffree. Like, y'all need to make these decisions for yourself. Because if you are sitting here saying that Jeffree did not copy, which I don't think he did, but y'all sided with him when he said Kylie copied him, sheep mentality. That's all I'm gonna say. Those two things are very comparable. And I don't think Kylie copied and I don't think Jeffree copied. But y'all need to stay on these influencers' necks because they think they can get away with doing things like this. And that's why behavioral changes are not made. So hold your faves accountable. If you thought it was not stealing here, but it was stealing there, I'm just saying. Just think about things sometimes. So this is a pattern that we're gonna see. And it's a pattern. So that's the first situation. The second thing that I'm gonna talk about, I'm not gonna dig too deep into, only because Creepshow Art did literally the best video that could have possibly been done about this situation. So I'm just gonna link their channel below. But basically it's trying to figure out if Jeffree groomed a 17-year-old boy when he was a 27-year-old man. Again, I find it funny how he treated James Charles when, you know, he was saying how he groomed these younger straight boys when James was, what, 19? But the alleged grooming is the same thing that he popped off on somebody else about. You know what I mean? So he just really needs to check the skeletons in his closet before he starts accusing people of things that... And the thing about that is Jeffree never provided any receipts about what James allegedly did, but there are a plethora of receipts for the accusations about him grooming a 17-year-old boy. So that, just go watch the Creepshow Art video. It's amazing. And it's well done and well thought out, unlike this video. So that's the second thing. The third thing that I would like to talk about is this whole Jeffree Star, Dahvie Vanity ordeal. I'm gonna try to make this as concise as possible, but you know how that goes. So if you are not familiar with the whole situation, Dahvie Vanity is a singer in a rock group. Blood on the Wall or something. I don't remember the name. But anyways, he's a pretty famous guy. And Jeffree Star used to go on tour with him. Now back in, I want to say 2010, 2011, right when the tour ended, Jeffree Star put out a series of tweets about Dahvie saying that he is a child molester and Jeffree has seen young girls go to his hotel and basically just called him out for being a predator. That's an amazing thing to do. However, one, it sounds like Jeffree was complicit with what was going on until it no longer benefited him. So the tour is over, he has his money, and then now you're gonna point it out? How come you didn't call the cops? Why are you blasting this on Twitter? Okay, so that's one thing. Or the second thing is he completely made up these false allegations, which it's a pattern because he's done that to somebody with the same situation. He put out tweets about this person, calling them a predator. So again, it's lack of changed behavior. It's a pattern. So a lot of people were content with him calling out Dahvie. But then a year and a half later, in 2012, Jeffree is tweeting about how they are brothers for life. There's no drama between them, blah, blah, blah. He's going back on tour with them. And the thing is didn't Jeffree say that if you are friends with Dahvie, then you endorse child? So what does that mean to Jeffree? That means that he is, again, either complicit with what happened or he made up false allegations. Both of them are equally disgusting. You cannot make up allegations like that towards somebody, nor can you be complicit in the assault if it was happening. I don't understand how you can sit there and justify somebody's actions when they are so vile. And a lot of people are saying, but this happened a long time ago. Why are you guys dwelling on the past? Why? Because Dahvie Vanity is still a free man. Dahvie Vanity, his victims have not gotten justice. He is still a free man. And that's why you bring these things up. Stay on their necks. Do not let up. The reason why it goes on for so long is when people protect him and people who hang out with him. They think that they can buy everything. They think that money is going to silence somebody forever, and it doesn't. So the victims have not gotten justice. Dahvie Vanity is still a free man, and your favorite has not changed. Again, he just did the same thing with James Charles last year. I know y'all remember because y'all made videos about it. Jeffree Star sat on Al Gore's internet and tweeted a bunch of false claims and then said that he could produce receipts. James Charles came back and defended himself with his actual receipts and said, this is not true. What Jeffree said was not true. This is what happened. This is how he is behind closed doors. And then Jeffree got on Al Gore's internet again on video saying, you know, I'm choosing to back out of this. No, that means you did not have the receipts. That's what that means. That was just a year ago, so that means you falsely made accusations about somebody. Tell me how that is any different from what he did in 2010. Now, what happened in 2010 could possibly be true, but the cycle is still the same. So he called somebody out in the same manner. How has that changed behavior from 2010 to 2020? It's not. You know, people kept saying, oh, it was so long ago, it was so long ago. Okay, well, did you feel like it was so long ago when they locked up Bill Cosby? Did you think it was so long ago when they were locking up R. Kelly? No, because those types of people are trash. Those types of people need to be locked away. And I know a lot of people are saying that, you know, we don't know Jeffree's side of the story or whatever. And then some people are saying maybe he can't speak on it for legal reasons. But I think at this point, the best thing for Jeffree to do is to literally acknowledge it by saying, you guys, this is something that I am not allowed to talk about legally. I don't believe that's illegal to say. But then of course, if you ask, he just blocks you, and then it is what it is. I don't know, y'all, I'm tired. And I'm also gonna leave another video that I just watched about this whole situation. Hey guys, future editing Cherita just popping in. The YouTube account that I'm talking about is TehMimi. I'm pretty sure that is how she pronounces her name on Twitter and YouTube, but TehMimi, I will link her channel below, but she is the one who is not afraid to call anybody out. So go watch her. So I thoroughly enjoy her channel and her content because she's not afraid to call people out when it is necessary. All right, so that is my video for today. As you can tell, it was all over the place per usual. But if you enjoyed this video, let me know in the comments below. Also, do not forget to share this video with all of your friends. Oh, follow me on TikTok, y'all. I just started a TikTok. And follow me on all of my other social media. All of that information will be down below in the description box. And until my next video, I'll see you guys later. Bye!